Hey, Doc. Just what did you see on that final play?
I think he just got caught in traffic. They were going to be aggressive because they could foul. So I just thought he did a good job, got his hands on the ball. There was a lot of traffic there. Should have just been Brook. It looked like we had two guys up, and that created traffic. So, but listen, that was the least of our problems.
Before the game, you had mentioned how this can be a bit of a trap game.
Yeah.
What did you think of the guys' effort tonight?
I thought we were bad until we needed to be. You know what I mean? Like, we started out the game, I think we gifted like 5 threes in a row where we were standing there and we just, dare shots. Everybody in this league can play. You got to respect everybody. The one kid made 3 in a row, and we didn't even adjust. So that's something, these losses, obviously you don't want to lose games like this ever. Does that change the way I think about the team and where I think no, it doesn't at all. I got a lot of confidence in this group, but we're going to have to make changes as far as how we want to play every night. And we ease into the game. That's everybody. We need the guys that can play defense to be better defensively, and we need the guys who are learning to play defense to be solid in rotations and things like that. At the end of the game, we started playing hard, and we got right back in the game. It just tells you where we were at all game. These are tough games, though, and we knew it.
Does that make the start to the second half more frustrating?
No, it doesn't do anything. It really doesn't. We get to gather ourselves, get Chris back in a couple games, hopefully, I don't know when, and just build from there.
In that third quarter, they scored 37.
Yeah.
You call a timeout, 47 seconds in.
Yeah,
that transition bucket.
It just told us where we were at. Like the first play, we gamble for the 50th time in the corner. Guy drives. We have to help, leads to a 3. We come back in this on our set. 2 guys forget what we're running. Then we miss the shot, and then nobody gets back. That's how we start out the third quarter. That tells you all you need to know about where our heads were. We had some guys here, and we had some guys in Cabo.
You mentioned the Miami game, pace, their movement, ball activity. I mean, Memphis, you had 10-day guys, two-way guys on national
lives.
TV.
Yeah,
exactly.
playing for their lives.
Was that kind of a difference, too, especially in that third quarter?
I thought their pace and their speed. I think Dave Yeager said it once. It's like we're playing decent defense until 5 seconds on the clock, and the guy with the ball puts the ball on the floor and drives it. Straight line. Our body positions were terrible. You listen, if a guy's quicker than you or you're quicker than him, if you're not square on the ball, you're going to get beat in this league. And we were open up the whole game. Guys it was straight line drives. And once that happens, your defense is broken down. In the first quarter, it led to all the offensive rebounds and all the loose balls because our bigs were in help. They shoot the ball and they get a rebound. I thought the zone changed the game for us. But even that, and I love zone when you use it in spurts, but we got to be able to guard the ball. We got to be able to keep the ball under control.
Dame was 7 of 21 tonight.
Yeah.
I know you've talked about you're not worried about his scoring,
No.
but in these 10 games, it has been a bit of a struggle for
Yeah,
him.
it has been. Even before that, I think the month of January, right, or whatever, he's struggling from the 3 a little bit, but I'm not that concerned by it. He didn't forget how to play. So, we talked about it when I came. He was struggling coming into that, and he still is. But I swear I'm not that concerned about him. I don't like the turnovers. I will say that we got to get away from the turnovers.
I was going to say that trap late where he tries to find Giannis in the pocket. Just what can you guys do about those plays? Is it a different trigger?
We got to anticipate the traps, number one. And the trigger was the wing pass. It just seems like all of us, we force passes. And that's a case where Dame is trying to get it to Giannis, where the play wasn't to Giannis. The play would have eventually been to Giannis if we throw it to the wing and then to Giannis. But that's something we'll improve on.
Real quick, for Andre in the third quarter, was that you just kind of looking for a defensive energy kind of spark there?
Anybody to stay in front of the ball. Anyone, because no one was. And I actually thought he did his job, overall. They found him on the other end, which happens. We loved him to made that layup. That would have been great for his confidence. The kid takes everything so hard You know, you could see it on his face when he missed the layup. We're clapping, trying to, but he's young. He plays hard, plays with the right spirit. Really like him.
Some of the guys from Memphis that played well tonight, Zaire Williams, J.G. Jackson, does that kind of go back to what you're talking about before, guys just playing hard, or was there something about those guys that kind of stood out tonight?
Well, they made shots, and their speed beat us. They beat us off the dribble literally whenever they wanted to. I thought the start of the game set the tone, though. You start a game out with a team that has key guys out, and you allow them to make layups and threes. Now they're confident. And these guys, people forget, these guys have been stars somewhere in their life. Don't remind them of that, you know, and I thought we did that today. Thanks, guys.